नमस्कार फ्रेंड्स, हमारे YouTube चैनल में एक बार फिर से आप सभी का स्वागत है। आज हम करने वाले हैं सम रिजल्ट्स ऑन लिमिट सुपीरियर एंड लिमिट इन्फीरियर। तो फर्स्ट रिजल्ट, तो कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में डायरेक्टली रिजल्ट्स कई बार पूछ लिए जाते हैं, तो हम इनको डायरेक्टली लिख रहे हैं। इन्फीमम ऑफ sequence an is less than equal to limit inferior of sequence an less than equal to limit superior of sequence an which is less than equal to supremum of sequence an. Okay, so infimum is always we take less than equal to supremum of sequence, and infimum of sequence is less than equal to limit inferior, and limit inferior is less than equal to limit superior, and which is less than equal to supremum of sequence. Second, if an and bn are two bounded sequences such that an is less than equal to bn for each n. Okay, so corresponding terms of sequence an are less than equal to terms of sequence bn, corresponding term of sequence bn, then a part limit inferior or limit superior of an is less than equal to limit superior of bn, and b part limit inferior of an is less than equal to limit inferior of bn. So if we have two bounded sequences such that an is less than equal to bn for each n, then limit superior of an is less than equal to limit superior of bn. Similarly, limit inferior of an is less than equal to limit inferior of bn. Another important result, third, let an and bn are bounded sequences. Let an and bn are bounded sequences of positive real numbers, then a limit inferior of an plus limit inferior of bn is less than equal to limit inferior of an plus bn. Okay, so limit inferior of an plus limit inferior of bn is less than equal to limit inferior of an plus bn, and it is less than equal to limit inferior of an plus limit superior of bn. So this is the condition for limit inferior of an plus bn. Okay, so limit inferior of an plus limit inferior of bn, then it is less than equal to limit inferior of an plus bn, but it is less than equal to limit inferior of an plus limit superior of bn, limit superior of bn. B part, B, limit inferior of an plus limit superior of bn is less than equal to limit superior of an plus bn, and which is less than equal to limit superior of an plus limit superior of bn, less than equal to. Okay, so limit superior of an plus limit superior of bn, limit superior of an plus bn is less than equal to this result. Okay, and limit inferior of an plus bn is greater than equal to individual limit inferior of sequences an plus bn, and in case of superior the relation reverses. C part, limit inferior of an into limit inferior of bn is less than equal to limit inferior of an into bn, which is less than equal to limit inferior of an into limit superior of bn. So we are multiplying limit inferior of an and bn, then it is less than equal to limit inferior of an into bn, which is less than equal to limit inferior of an into limit superior of bn, Next property, limit inferior of an into limit superior of bn is less than equal to limit superior of an into bn. So limit superior of an into bn is less than equal to limit superior of an into limit superior of bn, So these are the properties of limit inferior and limit superior. Next property, E. If I write E part, then what it states, limit inferior of sequence an minus limit superior of sequence bn is less than equal to limit inferior of an minus bn, or which is less than equal to limit inferior of an minus limit inferior of bn, Also we can write these results for limit superior of an and limit superior of bn. So these are some important results which are asked in many competitive exams directly, that which of the following statements are true, and anyone relations can be given there as options, so we can try the question. So we have to learn these relations and keep in our mind. Next property we are writing here, number 4. If an and bn are two bounded sequences, an and bn are two bounded sequences, then a part, limit superior of an plus bn is less than equal to limit superior of an plus limit superior of bn. So this is the particular form, and this question is directly asked in CSIR net in many times. B part, limit superior an plus bn is greater than equal to limit superior of an plus limit inferior of bn. C part, limit superior of an plus bn is greater than equal to limit inferior of an plus limit superior of bn. And D part, limit inferior of an plus bn is greater than equal to limit inferior of an plus limit inferior of bn. Okay, so in case of limit superior, if both are limit superior, then limit superior an plus limit superior bn is greater than. Otherwise, one is, for one sequence I am taking limit superior, for other I am taking limit inferior, then less than sign holds. If for one sequence limit inferior, for other sequence limit superior, then also sign is less than. And if both are limit inferior individually, then in this side less than sign holds. Similarly, we can write next property, limit inferior of an plus bn is less than equal to limit superior of an plus limit inferior of bn. Next, limit inferior of an plus bn is less than equal to limit inferior of an plus limit superior of bn. Next property for multiplication of sequences, limit superior of an into bn is less than equal to limit superior of an into limit superior of bn. Another property, limit superior of an into bn is greater than equal to limit inferior of an into limit superior of bn, and limit inferior of an into bn is less than equal to limit inferior of an, limit superior of bn, limit superior of bn. Next property, limit inferior of 1 upon an, limit inferior of sequence 1 upon an is equal to 1 upon limit superior of an, but in the case if limit superior an is greater than 0, Next, limit superior 1 upon an is equal to 1 upon limit inferior of an, if limit inferior of an is greater than 0, Next property, limit inferior of an upon bn is greater than equal to limit inferior of an upon limit inferior of bn, and also here condition limit inferior. So friends, limit inferior of an upon bn is greater than equal to limit inferior of an upon limit superior. Here is limit superior of bn, and condition is limit superior of bn is greater than 0. Next property, limit superior an upon bn is less than equal to limit inferior an upon limit inferior bn if limit inferior bn is less than 0, Next, limit superior minus an is equal to minus limit inferior of an. Limit superior minus an equal to minus limit inferior an. Another property, limit inferior of minus an equal to minus limit superior of an. Next, limit superior of lambda into an, lambda is any scalar, lambda into an is equal to lambda into limit superior an if lambda greater than 0, and limit inferior lambda an is equal to lambda limit inferior an if lambda greater than 0. So if lambda is greater than 0, then limit superior, here also limit superior, limit inferior, then here also limit inferior. But if I find limit superior lambda an will be lambda into limit inferior of an if lambda is less than 0. Okay, if lambda is less than 0, then here limit superior, and in RHS limit inferior, and limit inferior lambda an is equal to lambda limit superior an if lambda is less than 0, Next result, For a convergent sequence, limit superior of an equal to limit inferior of an equal to limit of sequence. But limit of sequence exists only in case of convergent sequence. Okay, so if sequence is convergent, then it is always true that limit inferior equal to limit superior. Okay, but converse may not be true. There are sequences such that limit inferior and limit superior are same, but sequences are not convergent. Similarly, if we have a bounded set, then for a bounded set, limit inferior and limit superior are finite. For bounded sequences, limit inferior and limit superior are finite. Next property, if a sequence is unbounded above, if a sequence is unbounded above and bounded below, okay, if a sequence is unbounded above and bounded below, then its limit superior is equal to plus infinity and its limit inferior equal to plus infinity. ठीक है, but this result is valid only when there is no limit point. When there is no limit point, एग्जिस्ट। तो अगर लिमिट पॉइंट एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर रहा है और सीक्वेंस अनबाउंडेड अबव है, बाउंडेड बिलो है, उस केस में उसके लिमिट सुपीरियर और लिमिट इंफीरियर दोनों ही प्लस इंफिनिटी बनेंगे। लेकिन अगर सीक्वेंस का लिमिट पॉइंट एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है, उस केस में उसका लिमिट इंफीरियर तो स्मॉलेस्ट लिमिट पॉइंट बनेगा और लिमिट सुपीरियर हमेशा उसका इनफाइनाइट रहेगा। बट इफ लिमिट पॉइंट एग्जिस्ट, then smallest limit point is limit inferior of sequence. Okay, so we are considering the case when a sequence is unbounded above but bounded below. In this case, limit superior is plus infinite always, and if limit point exists, then smallest limit point will be limit inferior, and if limit point does not exist, then limit inferior will be plus infinite. Similarly, if we have a sequence which is unbounded below and bounded above, then in this case limit inferior of sequence an is equal to minus infinity always, okay, if unbounded below. And what we can say about limit superior will be minus infinite if sequence has no limit point, and if sequence has limit point, then largest limit point will be limit superior of the sequence. So these are some properties of limit inferior and limit superiors. So फ्रेंड्स, ये प्रॉपर्टीज मैं ये सजेस्ट करूंगा आपको कि आप डायरेक्टली इनको याद रखें, क्योंकि कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में ये प्रॉपर्टीज सीधे पूछी जाती हैं, सीधे ऑप्शंस इनके दिए जाते हैं। हर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में 1-2 क्वेश्चंस इनसे रिलेटेड पूछे जाते हैं, इसलिए आप इनको डायरेक्टली याद रखिए। अगर हमारे वीडियोस फ्रेंड्स आपको पसंद आ रहे हैं तो शेयर करना ना भूलें और ज़रूर से ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। हमारा YouTube चैनल देखने के लिए आप सभी का धन्यवाद। नमस्कार दोस्तों।